Once again, we're in the place to be. Welcome back to In the Black.
Like the video.
Help me grow the channel. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. There's some sick people out here. And apparently, these people are affected by some sort of virus that's going around. I don't know the name of it, but I understand that the sickness that it is causing is some sort of delusional thinking. Turns people into mindless individuals who are blown to and fro by the wind and don't really have any anchor. They can't seem to think for themselves. So these people look at this price right here. They look at the price of pigs today and they think it's too high. They're scared away by it. $138.36. They're scared away by that because they see just a few weeks ago, just a month ago, just a couple of months ago, it was a low price of $50, $60, $70, somewhere around there. So they say, oh man, I'm just going to wait until that price comes down again. Now, see, that's the sickness kicking in. That virus is taking over. Their minds are becoming clouded. They can't see up from down. They can't see left from right. Are you sick? If you are, you need to get checked out. And hopefully this is some medicine for you right here and right now. Let's go ahead and get into it, because your financial life in crypto, that is, and DeFi, can depend on it. You can't let this virus take over, because it's going to wreak havoc. You can't be delusional in this DeFi space. You need to have your faculties about you. Let's take a look at why this price is not too high. And those who think it is are delusional. There is a particular developer. His name is Forex Sharp. He works with his partner that he talks about all the time, BB. Don't know either one of them personally, but I do know their work. Let's take a look at some of the work over the last couple of years or so. One that you know very, very well is Drip. Let's look at the Drip price. The Drip price right now is about $7. Now, we can look at this chart and we can see what type of action has happened since the time that it was birthed over a year and a half ago or so. Drip has been up as high as 2,000% higher than where it started from its low. It's been up that high, $161. Now, right now, it's up about only 16% from its low. Now, you may say, "Oh, well, that's not a very good track record for Forex." All right, but what you don't realize is a lot of the focus right now is not on Drip. A lot of the focus is on the animal farm. Besides that, we're in a severe bear market where there are cryptos down 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90% plus. So best believe the writing is on the wall for this to rise on the other side, which you can't see in the future yet. This is going to rise. I am a sole believer in that, for sure. Go ahead and look at some other coins, some other tokens rather, that have been developed by the same developers. We can look at the first one that they put out, which is the REAP token. The REAP token is the token that's used in the REAP DAO. You need to hold 300 or so of these tokens in order to be a part of the DAO. All right, that's a separate topic and a separate video. But let's just look at what the token is doing, what it has done. Let's look right now. It's at about $116. Did you know that the token started out somewhere at a low of about $2.50? So if we look at those numbers, we can easily see that at present it is up 4,540% from that low of $2.50. And it has been as high as $200 or so. That's 8,100% above where it hit its low in the beginning. That's quite an increase, y'all. Now, even considering these little uptrends here, these little peaks, all right, along the way, they're anywhere between 1,100% and 1,900% higher than the lows. So along the way, there's been peaks. There's been some valleys and plateaus, but these peaks have produced percentages upwards of 1,000 along the way. Now we're just laying out the track record. That's all we're doing. These are tokens that are associated with the Animal Farm and DRIP, so totally relevant, developed by the same guys. Let's look at BREAP. It's the next token that was put out. We can see where it started. Okay, we can see where it started down here. Now, did you know that right now, BREAP token is presently 2,200% higher than where it started? Did you know that? That's quite a bit of gain. And we're in a bear market. Let me remind you, we are in the midst of a bear market. Not a little tiny bear. Okay, this is a big old grizzly or big old polar bear market right now. And at its peak, it had hit a high of 9,160% higher than where it began at these lows. And it had its small uptrends here and there, averaged around 780% higher than its humble beginnings. This is just the track record. I'm just laying out what has happened already. Same developers. Now, these tokens have utility, and utility that is connected to the DRIP ecosystem, to Animal Farm. BREAP is used for the rewards in the DRIP faucet. It's used as a rewards token. Now, considering this, let's look at the Animal Farm's pigs. Let's look at it. The pigs token, AFP. Right now, it is sitting at about 138 BUSD per token. What does that translate to? Well, I'm glad you asked that. At present, it is up 146% from where it hit its low at about $56. This was some time ago in July when it hit its low of $56. It's up 146% right now. At its height so far, it has hit 183% higher than its low back in July. Now that's quite an increase. That's quite an increase. So those who say it's expensive right now, it seems like they have a leg to stand on until you consider the track record of the DRIP token reaching gains of 2,000% higher than where it started. We can look at the REAP token. We see again what that has done. Upwards of 8,000% higher than where it started out. We can look at the BREAP token again. Upwards of 9,000% higher than where it started. If we consider that, where do you think the pigs token is going? You think it's peaked out at 150% up, 180% up? You think it's coming down now? It's going to come back down to $50? Is that what you're betting on? Is that what you're waiting for? Is that what you're hoping for? You may hope for it, but doesn't mean that you're going to get it. Looking at the track record of the individuals who put together these other tokens, the REAP token, the BREAP token, the DRIP token, I wouldn't be betting on 200% higher. I'd be looking a lot higher than that. Now, don't take my word for it. You can research this yourself. I'm not advising you, I'm advising myself. Now, if I was talking to myself, which I am, I'd be telling myself that I need to look at the average of how much percentage up we've experienced with these tokens. So if we look at the three tokens, the BREAP token, the DRIP token, and the REAP token, it's experienced an average of 6,614% above the lows in the beginnings. So let's just look at something. $56 is where we started with the Animal Farm Pigs token. Back in July, you hit that low. If we just say it hits a measly 2,000%, remember the average of those three tokens at their peak is 6,614% higher above the low. So if it just goes 2,000%, if the pigs token goes 2,000% higher, that's 1,176 BUSD per token. Let's say it goes 5,000% higher. That's 2,856 BUSD per pigs token. And let's say it hits that average. Let's say it hits that average of 6,000+% above its low. We are looking at 3,759 BUSD per Animal Farm Pigs token. I'm not trying to hype you up or hype this project up at all. I'm just looking at the facts. I've taken you through the facts, through the history. We're looking at pretty much the heritage so far of the developers that have developed the Animal Farm. That's all we're doing here. We're not projecting some crazy numbers, pulling out my behind. This is real information. You can look it up yourself. That's where we are. So if you are affected by that disease, if you're affected by that virus that is causing you to be delusional, hopefully this medication that I've just provided can help you. Now, I'm not expecting you to trust me, but I just gave you what you need to go look at and research yourself. Take the medicine yourself and cure your delusion. Because at my estimation, this price is very, very, very likely to explode in the near future. Now, what leads me to that? Well, we can look up here and see this green bar. What does that say right there? Prepare for launch. 13 days away. Now, this has already skyrocketed. What do you think is going to happen? Don't forget to like the video. What do you think? Where do you think the price of pigs is going? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, stay smart and stay in the black.